What a life. What a life. You too. Alright guys, doing some engine math. Through reading and actually researching online to get a baseline for an actual static compression ratio. There's some parameters here that you need to know, but for the most part, you have a formula that you have to follow, which is essentially you got to find the area of your cylinder. So you take your bore, multiply it by itself, multiply it by its stroke, then multiply 0.7854 times the number of cylinders, and you come up with 395. The number's kind of long. It's 9719347. So essentially they rounded it up, and that's where they got the 396 out of. Then they want you to figure out the your CC chamber, and you gotta convert that into cubic inches. So they give you another formula. So if I had 101 cubic inches and I converted it, that's 6.16342225. That's per combustion chamber. So that would be multiplied times 8. But we're not doing that. We're just trying to figure out compression. So then they want gasket volume, which is the compressed gasket. What's the space between that and the head? And they want to know that area. That comes out to 1.886669. And then piston to deck, they give you a parameter that's like 0.08 to 0.25, and I went with the 0.025 as a constant. This is just a rough estimate. You do the math. You take all these. You take all these. You add these all together. Then you add it to that. Or you divide by that. You come out with a number. 42665, and then they give you another formula here. You divide it by 5.0562, and it'll give you a measure, and then you got to add 1, so that 1138 becomes 1238, or 12 3/8 to 1, and that's your compression. Essentially, I came out with 9.28. So my 9.28 roughly is the compression to 1, is the compression of that motor with those heads, with flat top pistons. So I think that could run on pump gas. I'm really kind of happy about it. I'm gonna run the numbers a couple more times and make sure. So these books really come in handy. I got these off of Amazon. They were at the chicken farm. So I haven't gone completely through them, but they do give you references, how-tos, cross-reference. This one essentially is you can take it apart, put it back together. They give you cast numbers on everything, all cross-reference stuff. And if you're doing what I'm doing, I recommend that you get something like this to help you along. So yeah, so we're looking at 9 to 1, so I think that'll work. And it's a Saturday night, just chillaxing now. I got the guitars here. I still got this Les Paul I gotta finish. I gotta finish wiring it, but I haven't got the luster to, or the desire to work on these guitars. But yeah, so we got Sassy in the house. Sassy. Sassy. What? You laying down, huh? Let me see that wonky tail. Let me see that wonky tail. So, I will be seeing you guys. Everybody take care, be well. And I'm Sassy and me to everybody out there. Peace. That's a big yeah. You're a good girl.